Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for November the 14th through to the 20th, 2016. My name is Telly, and this is Tarot with Telly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Well, thank you. You guys rock. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us this week. Ace of Swords, new ways forward. This is the aha moments. This is the epiphanies. This is understanding. It's almost like you are looking back and you are understanding where you have dropped the ball on yourself. Now, chances are with the full moon starting off the week for you, it will be in areas of, your routine where you waste time maybe, or energy, or money. And giving a new value or esteem to money, finances. So it's making your money work for you better. It's seeing where you have spent where you really didn't need to spend, or where you overspent, or where you were careless with your money, so that you can set up new determinations on how to go forward when it comes to your finances. And so this could be tied into work and career. Not necessarily, but it could be. In how you are going to make that top dollar, and how you are going to achieve that bank account lump sum that you want in there all the time. The bills paid, toys, whatever it is for you. Grown-up toys, of course. Cars and boats and planes and trains and automobiles. So this is the epiphanies coming in. This is understanding how you can go forward. And I think it's based on the epiphanies that you get, the aha moments that you get. So meditation, prayer, but I don't think it really necessarily will be through meditation and prayer. It could be you wake up and you just had that dream. Or you started to daydream and you came up with that great idea. Or you saw something and it sparked something in you. It's almost like I see you with the light bulb shining brightly over your head this week. That idea comes in and you can move forward with it. And I implore you to actually move forward with it. So start laying out that plan of action. The Strength card. Have belief in yourself. Now, know that with this card, and I don't want to talk too much about it until we get the overlapping card to see how it really goes together, how they play off each other. But I mean, this is knowing how to get what you want. This is not through pushing and shoving and stepping on toes, ruffling feathers and burning bridges, but this is through love, compassion, understanding. This is coming together, building relationships, strengthening through love, through kindness, through compassion. To know your own empowerment, that you don't have to use some kind of brute force in order to get to where you want to go. That there is a calm, more flowing way in order to achieve. Queen of Pentacles, and we'll come back to her. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Oh, Nine of Swords crosses over that. So, well, first of all, don't jump to conclusions on things. Don't automatically assume that a situation is what you think it is until you really look at it. Because there could be something tearing down your confidence or tearing down your want to go forward. And it could be just a thought process. It could be something literally stopping you from being able to move forward in the way you want. And so you have to have a belief in yourself. You have to understand your empowerment. So this is where we make mountains out of molehills. This is where we, it's something little and it's something tiny, except somehow it gets blown right out of proportion. And it gets blown out of proportion to the extent that you don't have the belief of your own empowerment, your own strength, your own wisdom to lean on, that you've got this, that you can go forward, that you can do this, that you are deserving of it, that you are worthy of it. Because with that full moon in Taurus, you are also going to look at your own sense of worth, your own sense of value. And so once upon a time you failed or you dropped the ball, and now you are going to carry that with you as an example of how you can succeed going forward. So be careful of this energy, actually. Now, we have the Queen of Pentacles here on the other side saying, build your confidence. Because when you start to build that confidence, when you start believing in your own empowerment, your own courage, your own strength, your own abilities, your own wisdom, that's when, I see that sky. The sky is like drawing me right in. Okay, so that's your thoughts on fire. That's your thoughts on fire, on how to go forward. That's your epiphanies happening. But you have to raise that sense of well-being, that sense of empowerment, of knowing that you can go where you need to go without needing brute force, without having to force your way through, without having to demand that it must be yours. To know that you are deserving of it. Our underlying energy is the magician self. Wow. So there will be magic coming in. There will be that epiphany. There will be that aha moment. So this is where we have to be very careful of what we are affirming every day in our lives. And our brain never shuts off for our subconscious thinking. So we have to make a point of saying, I am deserving. I am loving. Money comes to me because I am me. People love me. I am loved. I can create my tomorrow. Now, when you start saying words like, I can create my tomorrow, what does your tomorrow look like? Get specific. I think it was last week in a couple of videos I shared this. I'm going to share it with you. Once upon a time, I used to just drive rust buckets. And I used to hate going in like busy places because, I just knew everybody was looking at me and pointing and saying, oh, honey, time to invest. Man, oh man. And so I was affirming more and more with every rust bucket I drove that I wanted something that people, their heads turned and went, wow, that's a sharp looking car. I wanted something to look good. So please, my next car, can we make it look nice? Can we make it be a little bit of a head turner? And lo and behold, somebody was selling this gold car out of the blue, and it was a phenomenal, great price. And it looked sharp. It would turn heads. And it was way back in the 80s, and so you didn't have cars that really talked to you or had computer systems. And so this one did, and it talked to you, and I thought, wow, now I'm driving in style. And so my first jaunt out, so proud that I've got my new car that's going to turn heads, and it's not being held together by Bondo. And I'm driving down the highway, and the car spoke to me, and it said, your electrical system will now fail. And the car stopped dead in the middle of the highway. So it did turn a lot of heads that day. So I went back to affirming that I needed a reliable vehicle that would get me from A to B. And if, we could throw in that looking nice thing, that's okay, but it doesn't have to be. So, be careful of what you are affirming every day. Make sure you are putting in the details. Make sure you are asking for what you really are going to receive or what you want to receive. Get into the detail. So dream build a little bit. Take some time out for you and just dream build of what it's going to look like. Ace of Cups is your overriding energy. This is embracing new passions, dreams, desires, new paths forward. This could be love, absolutely. New love, or taking a relationship back to those moments when you just couldn't wait to see each other again and you dreaded the evening coming to an end. This is new passions, new desires, new dreams. And so the more you can, dream build, grow the dream bigger, because it will appear. It will appear. You have the magician as your underlying energy. You have no control over that one. The magician is asking you, what do you want? will get it for you. And that's why I say make sure you are affirming very positive, very specific things that you want to have happen in your life. And I really do think it's going to be, a lot of it is going to be work or money or finances or the toys you have, what you really want in life, where you want, um, where your goal is financially. Now, finances and love go together, so it could be where you want that relationship to go. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. This is just saying to go forward day by day, have the patience, having the understanding that you're making the plan, you're making the right plan, you're tapping into your wisdom. You are empowered to go forward. You do deserve this. And protect your dreams, your goals, your desires. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. Don't let anybody get in the way of it. Don't allow people to throw obligations and responsibilities your way that doesn't need to be yours. Because you need to focus on you and your path forward. Look at you're going forward. This could be health, well-being. This could be finances once again. Knowing you're going in the right direction. Patience is definitely warranted here, but also a strength and a determination that you're not going to let somebody steal that dream, that desire, that goal, that love from you. For work and career, we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is where you really need to embrace your talents and abilities to really get to where you can go in life. To understand what you bring to the table. Understand your worth, your value. Now, something does hold you back from actually doing that, and that's what you really need to look at. What stems that lack of belief or that lack of self-worth? Where you don't think you're deserving or you don't think you can accomplish or do. Something just popped up. There we go. I'm back. I don't know if you saw that or not. I don't even know what it was. But I don't really edit, so you're going to see whatever it was there that popped up, I guess. You have that giant pentacle in the back, and that is your gateway. Okay, remember, we with the full moon, right? It is the 11th month, November. The moon and the sun will be at 22 degrees. So it's talking about balance, it's talking about foundations. So the full moon for you is really looking at your finances, at your career options, at where you are going, of how you can strengthen your path forward, new determinations, new ideas, new passions, new dreams. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups there. We have two aces, the Ace of Swords too. So you may be finding that you are changing your perception of who you are and what you want to accomplish. You're growing the dream. And I definitely say grow the dream. Grow the dream. For love and relationship, it's judgment. And so when the judgment comes up in relationships, first and foremost, it can't be superficial. It's got to have meaning. It's got to have depth. It's got to have security. It's got to have value. Whether you're in a relationship or not, that is what you are striving for with this energy. Now, this is also getting the whole picture before you make decisions. Don't jump the gun on things. Don't assume. Have that conversation. Get all the details. Because we want to use good judgment. We don't want to fall into rumors and half-truths in order to base our decisions, base our judgments within the relationship. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.